It's Yetunde Vlog. Yetunde Vlogs.
Hi guys, and welcome to Yetunde Vlogs. My name is Hope you are doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. And I just wanted to share with you guys because, again, I like sharing with you guys. I like gisting with you guys. I like telling you stories. I have plenty of stories, actually. Like, I feel like I'm a storyteller. I've always got something to say. But I wanted to kind of like do a bit of a rewind. I was thinking, you know, I was looking at my daughter the other day, and I just was thinking about how so much has changed in my life and everything, and especially when I first came to Nigeria, when I first moved here. Like, I've grown up so much, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy how so much time has passed. Not even so much time, but like in this short space of time, it's been almost 5 years that I've lived in Lagos now, and like I just can't imagine like the person I was 5 years ago. It's like I'm a totally different person. I'm still the same person. I'm still Yeti from the Black. I'm still the same person, like in various aspects, but I've changed a lot. I've grown. I feel like I've grown a lot, which I thank God for, and it's allowed me to be able to reflect and think about where my mind was at. That was one of the main reasons why I started this channel, was because I wanted to have like a diary, almost like a diary where I could look back and, you know, look at the things that I felt so passionately about at that moment in time, look at the things that happened to me and experiences that I had and everything. And also, obviously, when I look at a certain video, I can remember how I felt when I shot that video, before I shot that video and stuff. So it could allow me to just really document this journey, essentially my life, and just be able to be thankful from where I came from to where I am, and just to where I'm going to as well. I'm a very reflective person. I like to reflect a lot, and I think that's the only way for me to really be grateful and not just keep wanting more and more and more. Obviously, like it's human nature. You want more, you want the best of the best. But at the same time, sometimes you just need to take that moment just to kind of reflect and just be grateful for where you are and where you've come from. Trust me, it's like, I really thank God. I also think back to before I moved to Lagos, and, you know, I had shared it with some people back in the UK, and I had a lot of people trying to discourage me, people that I didn't know that well, people that I was close to, or I am close to, and they'll tell me that Nigeria is really hard. I think I probably looked really idealistic to them, because my plan was to come to Nigeria and just be the best version of me. Like, I felt like I wasn't really moving forward. I'd gotten to a point, like, in my life at that point, I felt like I wasn't moving forward, I wasn't moving backwards, I was just standing still. I felt really stagnant, and I hate that. I feel like it gives me anxiety. I feel like, oh my gosh, what's happening with my life? And obviously, like, when you look at things like social media and you see other people like, killing the game, 30 under 30, doing great things, Forbes list and all that stuff, it really makes you question where you're at. Sometimes in the bad way, sometimes it can be a good way, because it can inspire you to kind of push yourself that much more. And I felt inspired. I felt led to come out here and do something different, like I had never done before. I had never done anything radical, as much as some people might not even think it's radical but for me it was a radical thing to step out in faith. I didn't even have a job before I moved to Lagos. I didn't even have a place to stay up until 2 days before I flew out. Like, it was, thank you, Uncle T, you had my back. And so I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't really have much. Like, I just had a dream. No, but I had a vision. I had a plan, and I didn't want anything holding me back anymore. I didn't want the excuses that I had. I had plenty of excuses and plenty of reasons not to come to Lagos and everything. So the reasons I had to come for me were greater than the reasons I had not to come. and it was time for me to just do something different, step out, and be different. And it was hard, like I said, I had that, I had people discouraging me a little bit, and obviously there were obvious reasons, because to be honest, Nigeria isn't where it needs to be at the moment. It wasn't then, and unfortunately it isn't quite there now. But I feel like I'm an ever optimist. I always believe that it will get better. We cannot be like this forever. We can definitely get better. We have the tools, we have the people, and it's as much as the desire. We need more of the desire to push our country and to make it better. But that aside, I'm not here to, in the spirit of election and everything, vote right. But anyway, I'm not here to do that. So I also came around the time when the Ebola scare happened. So just before I came, it was like, people were asking me, so you're moving to Nigeria, and aren't you worried about like this Ebola crisis that's happening? And I was like, no, not really. Like, I don't know why, because I think because I know that the media likes to sensationalize a lot of things, especially when it comes to Africa. They make things look a lot worse than it is, and that's, let me not go into conspiracy theories, but I just know that everything is not what it seems to be on TV, on the news as well. So, I take everything with a pinch of salt. So I was like, I actually wasn't worried about that. I felt like there was an isolated incident, and that was pretty much it. And I thank God that, Nigeria, we were able to get through that. So yeah, there was that. But I think the closest person to me that just tried to discourage me the most was actually my mum. Mum, I love you. I love you, mummy. But she did. My mum grew up. She was born and she was raised in Lagos, and she obviously has experiences, and she knows. She's a Lagos babe. She knows what it's about and everything. So. I got it. I understood. I didn't get it actually then. I understood that she had fears, and but she, for her, she projected it in ways that I wasn't really feeling. Even when I was packing, she'd be like, "Your stuff is all over the house. You can't put this there. You can't do this there." And it was like she was making things difficult for me. So I just felt like, what? Thank God I'm even going, because I can't even deal with this woman's stress right now, and because I just felt like she was just stressing me out for no reason. And like I told her what I wanted to do. I'd gone to her with it. She had expressed, her views, and I expressed my views. Ultimately, I was going to do what I wanted to do, and I did. So I just felt like, madam, you need to jump on board, or you just leave it. But fast forward to now, being a mum and having my own daughter, I get it now. I really get it. I'm feeling a bit emotional. I don't know why I'm feeling so emotional nowadays. I'm not pregnant, guys. I'm just feeling a bit emotional. I don't know why. I get it now, because am I like being a crybaby on my channel or what? Oh my goodness, so annoying. This was not part of my plan. I wasn't supposed to be like tearful. So I get it now, because when I said to you guys that I didn't want Fermi to go to nursery till she was 3, because I know partly it's because of my fears. You hear different stories and stuff. So I'm imagining, like, if she was to tell me that. Can I even finish this video, please? Hello, Tears. Can I finish this video, please, Tears? Thank you. So I can imagine her telling me, that she wants to up and leave and go to another country, and a country that I've lived in before, and I know that there's so many difficulties and stuff, and it's scary enough to go to another country that doesn't have as many systematic issues. That's scary enough because your child is so far from you. So I can't even imagine how my mum must have felt when I told her, and when she saw that I was doing it regardless of how she felt. And I totally get it. And I even something as small as, you know, maybe like it seems small, but it was big for me. As for me starting nursery, that was a big deal for me because I'm so used to having her with me all the time and knowing what's happening, what she's eating, how she's doing, what she's playing, and all that kind of stuff. So to go to a point where all I can do is just have faith, trust God that she's okay. That's it. That's all you have, and that's what I'm learning. That honestly, like as a parent, you can only control so much, and there's only so much you can do. A lot of it is faith, trust. It's trust. You know, for me, I put my trust in God, and I pray and trust that God will do everything that I can't do. Like, you know, that He will step in where I can't step in and everything. So it's nuts. So I see it. I get it now. I really do. And you know, sometimes as well, you know, I've learned more recently that the people that are closest to you are the ones that can sometimes hinder us because of the fear that they have, that maybe something could happen to us and everything. And that's me talking to myself as well. Like sometimes I need to be conscious not to allow my fears to be that of my child, because, you know, that can hinder her or them when I eventually have more, hinder them from doing what they want to do for themselves. So yeah, it's crazy. It's just a bit of an epiphanic, if that's a word, epiphanic moment. And yeah, I just feel like, you know, fear is a lie anyway, but at the same time, I get it now, Mum. I get it, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for giving you a hard time. They always tell you when you're younger and you're behaving somehow to your parents, like they tell you, don't worry, your child will do your own to you, and you come back and you tell me how you feel. You come back and you tell me, and they're so right, and it's so annoying. But yeah, like Femi, I hope that you don't go far from me. I'm following you everywhere. I'm joking, but I'm actually. So I want to just encourage you guys that for anyone out there that has any dream or any vision that may require a big, bold step, that don't be too fearful. And if anybody close to you is kind of standing in the way or discouraging you a little bit, cut them a bit of slack. You know, if you feel convicted that you want to do this, or, you know, you have that strong conviction within you that this is what you need to do for yourself, then go for it. Pray on it, go for it. But at the same time, you know, love on that person a little bit as well, because, you know, there's reasons, especially our parents, we need to love on them as much as we can whilst we still can. So yeah, this is a bit soppy, isn't it, today? Wow, got a bit tearful and, you know, a bit mushy. You know, don't worry, I won't be doing mushy too much, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And caring is sharing, so you feel free to share with others and tell them about your Yetunde vlogs. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell, the notification bell, so you'll know when I have new videos up. But yeah, and also I haven't vlogged in a while, but I will start vlogging again very soon, so watch out for my vlogs as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Uh-huh.